Hi, before going into today's Good Person to Know, I wanted to share an experience with you. Basically, a friend and I worked on a proposal, which was meant to be for the greater good and took almost a year to complete. We had many obstacles along the way, but we persevered and we got to the point where we were able to present this paper to a committee. And they said no! After all that hard work, effort and energy that we put into preparing it, and they said no. I was completely deflated and I was so demoted that when I was thinking about today's Good Person to Know, I wanted someone to uplift my spirits. Kanya King, founder of MOBO, was just that. She's a highly successful innovator to the British music industry, and after graduating from university, her mother wanted her to be a teacher, but Kanya had other ideas. She saw a gap in the market and she knew she had the discipline, the focus and the control to turn a dream into a reality. Kanya's key ingredients to success is overwhelming passion, which she has in abundance, as you'll see in the video, but also vision. She was able to stage her first ever MOBO award ceremony in less than 6 weeks and had Tony Blair and his wife attending. Kanya doesn't take no for an answer, and she also says that her success boils down to never quitting. So if you're writing a report, looking for a job, or starting a business, you're going to have obstacles along the way. Just keep on going, don't quit, be the person you want to be.
I had loads of dreams and I would daydream all the time, but I knew it would be disciplines and controls and focus would turn that into reality. My overwhelming passion to succeed eventually led me to remortgage my house to raise the necessary funds to launch the very first MOBO award show. I started off working from my bedroom because that was the cheapest way to kind of have an office. And they said to me, Kanya, we've got good news and bad news for you. The good news is we're going to give you this slot on ITV and we want the show to take place in 6 weeks' time. We just were kind of relentless, tenacious and determined, and we booked a venue. We booked a venue on a Sunday because it was cheaper and that was what we could afford. So we had really little finance, but what we had was energy and we had excitement and we had drive, and I was there was no plan B. I had no other option. I had to make it work. Tony Blair was seen as the new forward-thinking, innovative leader. We thought we'd reach out to him because maybe we could get him to attend. We contacted his office and we were told, obviously, that his schedule was booked a year in advance and there was no way he would be able to attend. So rather than being put off, we decided we could be persuasive without being a pest. I remember one time they sent an email to us saying, look, don't want to get your hopes up, but there's a small possibility that Tony might be arriving in Sherry Blair. To be successful in business, you need to have passion and a vision. 85% is about having the right positive attitude. What people suffer from is doing too many things rather than doing a few things very well. A lot of people put off by doing things because they think they don't have all the knowledge. I'm not an expert. To give you an example, I did everything you shouldn't do when starting out in business. Often, just by starting, you learn, and you learn very quickly by the mistakes that you make. It's about not giving up, not quitting. The reason why I become successful is because I refuse to quit. When you're going out there and networking, it's about being memorable. Stop looking at obstacles as obstacles and instead look at obstacles as opportunities, because then you see things differently.
You clearly have so much passion, so much energy, so much positivity. Was it always like that? Or has that developed due to the success over the 18-year period?
We had 9/11, when that took place all those years ago. We had our show 2 weeks later, and so everybody was saying to us, you got to cancel this event. And we thought, well, okay, I guess what we'll do is we'll produce something very, very uplifting and very inspiring. Once one American artist decided they were going to be there, everybody else followed suit. And so that ended up being one of our most memorable shows ever.